Hello, come on in. I'm Ashley and I'm here to help millennials and Gen Zs understand and make politics very easy. We're going to be talking about things from Democratic candidates, the Democratic debate, and the race to the presidential election in a very understandable and more personable way than the news. No shades of the news. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about why every millennial and Gen Z should vote in 2020. And if you're looking for this to be, oh, you should do it because it's your civic duty, or like some kind of AP government style class, this is not that. Like those issues, I get it, but I'm more focused on the fact that our age range really is getting so much power and so much influence now that it really is like our time to be like, it doesn't necessarily have to be the way our parents and grandparents influence government and things like that. We really can have so much more of a say so. And I remember in college sitting around in our student center and really like watching it together, like as a student body. But my campus was more socially liberal than most colleges. So just to put that out there. And just being able to like sit around and watch the debates and really be like, wow, like watching Hillary Clinton and Trump go back and forth at it, the new scandals, everything. And it was just something special about being able to watch it with people who were my age and who like cares, but also is just like, wow, this is a lot. And so that's why I'm here to like really try and really convince you that this is the year, especially if you can vote now, this is the year. So I've been doing a little bit of my research, and statistics have shown that young people, especially ages anywhere from 18 to 39, so the millennial Gen Z range, the numbers of people who are in that age range that's coming out to vote is increasing, and it's crazy. I don't know if you remember, but the election where President Obama was getting nominated the first time around, he really was the one that kicked off young people really coming out in large numbers to vote because of social media, and social media was becoming a really big thing back then. And so that's how he got young people's attention. And some candidates do it better than others about trying to connect to young people, especially using social media and all that other stuff. But more importantly, that just goes to show that we have some sway. Like our voice actually matters, and candidates are seeing this. And that's why some candidates really spend time on social media, really cultivating. And that's why some candidates really appeal to young people, and some are really out of touch and just do a whole bunch of ads, and it really shows. And on a website called fortune.com, they did an article. I will leave the link down below in the description box and have the link of the website on the screen. But they did a research, and some of their works came from the Pew Research Center, and 37% of voters are going to be from our age range. That's crazy. That's literally like a third of the voters. Wow. That really is a third. A third of the voters are going to be in our age range. So it's like, listen, it's going to get real cutthroat real quick when some candidates appeal to like older people and some appeal to younger. And it's just like, you have so much say so, literally, because candidates need your votes. But the key to success is you. We got the keys, okay? Another reason why I think every millennial and Gen Z should vote is that the numbers are changing. And in a good way, I think, to make it more inclusive. Of course, it's known that white people make up the majority of the voters, but if you're in a minority, I'm pretty sure the study showed that all minority groups are increasing in the number of minorities that are going to go vote. But a new A new statistic that they found was that the Hispanic population is going to be the largest number of minority voters that are going to be coming out and voting this year. And that's amazing, because if you ever are feeling discouraged and be like, oh, I'm a minority and my vote really doesn't matter, then no, your opinion still matters, your vote still matters, and it's statistically showing. It's proof. It's proof. I don't know which candidate you are most aligned with or most aware of, but I think we all pretty much know that Bernie Sanders is really the only one, I think, that has been consistently for some time and some years, has really had a lot of sway over young voters, more liberal voters, working class voters, maybe. I'm not really too sure about that one, so don't quote me on that one. But he's the only one that's even remotely close to really having the pull and sway for so long. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work to his advantage this time around, but that's how it's been for his campaign. And so I do have to applaud him on that he's reaching a range that most of the Democratic candidates up on stage are not, and it's taken them too long to get that momentum, if they're ever going to get it at all. But that will be a video for another day, where I explain all the candidates and their opinions on things and their stances from all the other debates, so you don't have to, but you do get a sense of where they're coming from. But if you do happen to know what candidate you're leaning more towards, or what candidate your ideology matches up with, leave a comment down in the comment section below. I want to know who you're most interested in, or who you're most aligned to, and that way it'll help me create some videos around them. The next point I really want to talk about is that there's this really big idea that politicians are evil. And don't get me wrong, they don't get held accountable for their actions. I know. And that they do dirty work, and there's no amount of sway, opinion, anything that we can have over the things they do. I totally hear you out with that too. The only reason that they're able to do the evil there is that we have to vote them in. Okay? And that's the key step. It really is depending on who we vote in. And of course, there's always the issue about money. The more money you have, the easier it is to sway, to change, to do apps, count votes wrong, have Russians elect. Don't get me wrong, I know all this stuff. I'm not sitting up here naive, but I really just want to give you some kind of hope that you have a voice. Because let me tell you something, those rich people, they have a voice. The people with money, they have a voice. Republicans have a voice. Other countries have a voice. Older Democrats have a voice. So I just want us to start using ours, okay? We can literally use social media to our advantage, and I just really want us to use it as much as possible. So don't hate me. Please, just have a little hope. Please. Please. If there is some other way that you can inspire hope to use your voice, please leave it down in the comment section below, because I'm struggling. But don't leave me hanging. If anything, just don't leave me hanging, okay? My last and final reason is laws. I think it's some really big laws that are changing, especially the Roe v. Wade one. I do have to give you caution. I am more on the liberal side, and frankly, the news is biased. I cannot give you an unbiased opinion, but I promise to present multiple opinions from multiple sides. And laws like that are really up for debate all the time. And we're coming up with the times now that these laws that are being put in place, these laws that are changing, are going to affect our generation more than other generations, because we'll have to deal with it for a longer period of time. Okay? So that means that if they change laws now, it'll be in effect for us, and then it'll be our generation responsible for changing or adding or doing other things to laws that older generations have placed upon us. If y'all don't want to deal with these laws that they are putting in place, then now is the time to do something about it, or choose a candidate that's just like not gonna get in there and be like, nope, we're not doing this, we're not doing this, we're taking away this fundamental right, we're taking away this human right, this, that, and the other, and get more of a candidate who's going to go in and whose plan is to tackle climate change right away. So yeah, I hope this inspired you just like a fraction of a bit. I hope. If you weren't still inspired that you can vote, at least stay tuned to all the updates that I'm going to bring you about Democratic candidates, the debates, and the race to the presidential election for 2020. And last, don't forget to share this with your friend, your sister, your brother, your neighbor, your lover. And stay tuned, because the next video is the guide to choosing a Democratic candidate. So far, I think we have really 5 or 6 major Democratic candidates, and I just want to give you a list of resources and ways how you can choose the Democratic candidate that is best suited for you.